Got this feeling, I'm just keep finding you. There's somebody been getting me. Don't wanna walk around knowing that
Pocahontas coming. Pocahontas coming to eat. Pocahontas coming to eat.
I just can't lose my cool. The things keep telling me about the things that's going on. I keep in my heart. I hope that around. Yes, I hope that around. But I know
My hey, happy holidays, girl. I forgot I had an order that I need to do real quick. I'm tripping. I told them tomorrow.
oh, I come home early, expecting you warm and gray. Something is wrong, 'cause it's written on your
Girl, I know, right? I just been chilling, like not doing nothing. So I was like, oh shoot, I got an order.
But you know one thing for me,
Man, let me lose this little double chin, man. It's gonna be over. On my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag. Watch. Like, have you ever slept on yourself before? Like, I've been sleeping for too long. And every little thing that you need. Period, sis. Claim it. You currently in that stage, man. Listen, I can't keep going like this. Like, forgetting who I am. Why, oh, why, oh, why? Shoot. Mm-mm. Mm. How's everything going? I know you was saying a little bit about. I think that was your situation in Nirvana and the Dynamics was live that one time. I think you were talking about your situation, if I wasn't mistaken. As long as everyone around me good, forget me. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like such a mom that I don't do nothing for myself. You get what I'm saying? Like even like just going to the hair shop. Like I did this myself. Okay. Now I need to actually go to the hair shop and get my hair done. Um, but I neglect myself. I think I neglect my feelings for other people's feelings. You know, but not no more. Like 2024, it's about me. Alexa, play Ooh, what do we want you to play,
Here's
Alexa?
a station based on your like songs on Amazon Music.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh, shoot. We ain't good, good, but we still good. Ain't getting back together, child. We ain't good, good, but we still good. I can be your lover. Yeah, that was my situation. It's the same in 2024. A lot has got to change, and that's period. Listen, so I've been single for 2 years now. It'll be 2 years. And it's so crazy because we broke up the day after our anniversary. So January the 2nd will be 2 years being single. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was a good time to reflect, and utilize that time to build myself up, you know, self esteem wise. Um, just even just talking about self worth, you know, um, acknowledging what the parts that I played in the demise of the relationship too. Not just always putting it on the other person, but taking accountability for some of my actions as well. Um, so I'm happy that I had time to like I guess go through those feelings and through this process, and not just jump into another relationship because I think that was my problem. Like jumping in one relationship into another relationship into another relationship and not having time to just be, you know. Um, and so it's definitely been quite an experience. I didn't expect to be single for 2 years, but the thought of going into a relationship is honestly scary, right? Um, I think I still have trust issues that I'm working through because I feel like I think a lot of things that people say, I be thinking they lying, and I know that's like not good, like giving people the benefit of the doubt, you know. Um, but I'm still working through that because I know that's definitely toxic to take into another situation. Um, but I think I'm definitely ready to experience something because I've had this wall up for so long, just scared to give myself or like my attention in fear of being hurt, right? Um, And I mean, even through the whole being single thing, like, I've had conversations with people, that went absolutely nowhere. Um, but I've had, dialogue with someone that was amazing, or that is amazing, shall I say. Um, and I mean, I don't know what lies in store for that, like, of course, like my hope is like for it to be something amazing. But I don't know. I'm just um, still being a little protective in a sense of my heart, um, but also being open to experiencing what could come from it, if that makes sense. But I don't know. That shit is I don't know. Love on you and heal. The day after, yes, girl. The day after. Look, you about to make me cry. Yes, the day after our anniversary was on. New Year's. And so we didn't celebrate New Year's. I mean, we didn't celebrate our anniversary that year because he was mad at me for popping up at his house on some period. Okay, we had this like skirmish. It was hectic, and so we were both in a place of I don't know what's about to happen. Like, I don't know if I want to be with you anymore. I do want to be with you, but I don't because this is crazy, you know? And so when our anniversary came and we didn't celebrate it, I was like, dang, really? Like, I didn't get no happy anniversary. I didn't get no. All I remember him saying was, oh, you got, because that night, New Year's Eve, I had to preach at a church. I preached at a New Year's Eve service. And it's so crazy. Like you have to find strength. Like even in, your storms, and your circumstances, like you still have to, push through it, especially in the ministry, right? And so with me going through all of these things I was going through in my personal relationship, like I still had to get up there and preach a sermon on New Year's Eve. And I remember him saying, "Oh, you guys be safe. Not happy anniversary, not I love you, not none of that." So the whole day went by, it was nothing. And so on the second, I was like, "So what we doing?" You know? And I was like, he was like, "Yeah, we gonna break up." And I was like, "Wait, what? What you say?" And I ain't gonna lie, that it hurt. But it is what it is, SHIT happened. And hey, J Girl Lit, hey, Chloe G. Um, you know, it definitely allowed me to see the person's true colors, I mean, because afterwards, like, it just really allowed me to see, what I was really going to get myself into had we got married. And, like, I would have been signing myself up for something that ultimately I really didn't want. And that was, to be cheated on. Like, I didn't want none of that. Um, and so, yeah, um, not being the priority, you know. So, yeah, I'm just happy that I got an opportunity to just like really just focus on me. I went to therapy for it, because I lost my dad. So I was dealing with all of these emotions, being depressed and just like that was like a really, really 2022 was a really, really bad year. But I made it through. 2023 wasn't the worst, Um, I definitely had some ups, Of course, we all experience some downs, right? But for the most part, God is good and His mercy endureth, and I'm still standing, baby. So, you know, when it comes to the whole dating thing, like it's like, oh, I want to date. It's like, oh, I'm scared, like I don't know what's out there. Like from what I see, the dating pool sucks. It sucks, like you got married people in the dating pool, you got people that are in relationships in the dating pool, like they all just tainted the water, child. And so, it's like you really trying to decipher what's what. Because when they say plenty of fish, child, it's plenty of fish in the sea, but all the fish ain't available. Even though they might allude to being available, they not, you know? Um, so, hey, what's up, Mo Love? What's up, Speak on It? Therapy is definitely good. And I'm going to tell you something. When I was going to therapy, because initially in the beginning of the year, I still wanted my family, right? I still wanted to be with him. I still wanted the two-parent household. Like that was my idea for my daughter, So I was willing to go through some BS for my kid. Um, And so I would meet with my therapist like twice a week, low key, right? And I would be like, I'm not gonna text him. I'm not gonna text him because he totally disregards me. He won't respond to me. Like he would ignore me and my feelings or what I was texting, and it would be like, "Where's Taylor?" You know. And so I was like in my feelings about that. And my therapist was like, "Listen, you gotta stop texting this man because you're only hurting yourself. Like you're hurting you." And so I'd be like, "All right, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna do this." And then I'd be like, "Oh," I write this long paragraph or whatever. Then I'd be like, "I'm not gonna send it." Then I send it. So one day my therapist told me, she was like, and I use this analogy, and it was just such a perfect analogy. But she talked about how she said I reminded her of this car, and when they put a car, they raise a car up, like when they're servicing it, and like let's just say the car is raised up, the wheels are in the air because the car is in the air. If you press the accelerator or the gas, the car is, the wheels are gonna spin, the mileage is gonna go up, the gas is gonna go down. You're still putting wear and tear on the car, even though the car is not going absolutely nowhere, right? And she was saying, that's you. Like you're putting forth all this emphasis on him. You're putting energy into this relationship that's no more. You're putting wear and tear on your body, on your mental health, and for what? It's like you just stuck, you know? And when I heard her say like these things, because I mean, it was more than that, but that's a little bit of what I remember, it just clicked, like the light clicked, and it was just like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I cannot be like this no more. And so I started putting in the work because it was work to build self control and not sending him messages. It was work building self control and not responding negatively to a lot of the things that he was sending that I felt wasn't such a great thing. But it took work, and without having that time to, like I said, really focus on me and my well being and me being in a better space mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I would probably be with another person, different character, but with the same similarities. So at this point in life, like I've been by myself so long that I'm not like just so eager or so gung ho on trying to be with somebody, like to where like the first person pop up, I'm like, oh hey, how you doing? Like I'm not in a rush, to ignore the red flags. Because once I start seeing these red flags, like I'm like, oh yeah, this is a waste of time. And I'm too old to waste time, child. People are going every day. And who wants to waste time on something that's, you know, toxic and not gonna be? Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Speak on it. What's good? Maybe I need to try therapy. Liz B, listen, therapy is good, especially if you get a good one. Now she was a good therapist, okay? I hate that our sessions ended because she was an independent contractor and she was trying, I don't know if she was trying to get more money from these people or what, but they wasn't trying to work with her. So she ended up leaving the organization or the company, and so she went and did her own thing. And they ended up giving me a new therapist, and this therapist quit in like 2 weeks. Like the turnover rate during the pandemic was crazy too. And then they ended up putting me with some other lady that I just only showed up just because. Like I felt like there was no real growth with her. Like I feel like I was helping her because she was like, "Oh my god, you're so optimistic. You're so." Um, I had already put the work in, so the person that she was seeing was a different person than what my first therapist seen. The therapist that first seen me seen the brokenness. She seen me crying. She seen me being vulnerable. Um, like, like she seen everything I was going through, and the blessing was that initially when I started looking for therapists, I was looking for a Christian therapist, and I had found this black lady, and she was totally booked, right? So I was like, dang, So I went ahead and went through my insurance, my health insurance, and when they matched me with this lady, the first day I got with her, I was like, oh my God, she's white. Like, what? I was thinking, like, what do we have in common? Like, she was a little older than myself or whatever. But I still was open. I didn't totally shut down from the conversation. And when I tell you that God really showed up through her, she never disclosed whether or not she was Christian, but our conversations were Bible based. She would quote scriptures. She would talk about stories in the Bible and liken it to my situation. And I never forget one time I was just feeling so low, like so down, and because I was, dealing with self esteem issues, and I wasn't feeling my best, and she was just reminding me, like, you have to remember who you are. You have to remember that, who created you, and that you were created in his image. And I mean, it was just so beautiful, and so if you luck up to get somebody that is good, like, I truly believe that therapy is beneficial, honestly. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I'm all tearing up. Uh, yeah, it's hard out here. It's definitely hard out here. The dating pool has crap in it. Mr. Speak on it said that so out. So he's saying that the women are crappy too. What or what? But as a mother, we have to learn to live for us instead. Without us being good, the kids will never be. And I'm learning that. No, facts. You can't pour out of an empty cup. And I learned that too, like, I was constantly pouring into other people until I was empty. And so it's like you have to refill yourself up. You have to rebuild yourself, and because if you don't have what can you give somebody if you don't have nothing to give? So I definitely believe that, Liz B. I'm so thankful that you refuse to settle. Yeah, no, seriously. Like, I'm telling you, my inboxes be crazy. Like the stuff that I get in my inbox, like the old Ebony would have been like, oh, hey, like just because it's attention and all this crap. But like, that don't move me. You're worth more there. There's no need to settle. You have time to choose and not just jump into it. No, seriously. Chip, I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Truth be told, what's good? Yes, fearfully and wonderfully made. Facts. Thomas Raymond, it's okay. Thank you. Liz B. Girl, talk about your testimony. Yes, you have to give. You have to give from your overflow. Yes, the Betty Wright community post had me hollering. Hey, when I post stuff on my community wall, you guys, don't judge me, okay? Because it's coming from a humorous place. Half the time, those are not my sentiments. I don't write those personally. I actually see them on Instagram and I just retype them or whatever, but they definitely funny. If y'all don't know what she's talking about, I said that it said after the pain dot 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 be a hoe. In the words of Betty Wright. Now look, don't go out there telling the people that Cheapo told y'all to go outside to be a hoe, because I did not tell y'all to do that. I'm telling y'all to don't settle, and it's okay to sit and marinate. Okay, it's okay, because I know when the right time comes, I know that is gonna be amazing. Okay, like I'm just longing for it. I'm not gonna hold you, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. It definitely is what it is. So yeah, I I went to work today. My hair was all over my head, child. I was like, So I came home and I straightened my hair out because I was like, you don't have to be looking crazy. Like, like I am a firm believer that if you look good, you feel good. I tell my kids that, I tell other, I always tell people this, and so sometimes we have to remind ourselves. Um, it's so easy to preach to other people. Um, so yeah, I had to remind myself of this. Most people just gonna waste your time anyway. Speak on it, man. If you don't speak on it, speak on it. And I'm not in the wasting time business. Like, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna like I did all of that stuff when I was younger, like trying to be a player. Like, I don't know if women could be a player or if we are considered HOs or whatever. I don't know. I mean, at what everybody's discretion it is, I might have been a player, I might have been a hoe. I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I was a piece of work. It is what it is. And so with that with that being said, um yeah, I did all that playing back in the days. So at this point in life, like, I don't want to play. Like, I don't want to play with nobody's heart. I don't want nobody to play with my heart, you know. And it's just that simple. Um, it's that simple. Hey, ATM Tim, how are you? House of Urban, what's good? Now, I know I ain't been on POF in about a month or so. I had deleted P. So when Vlogmas came, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna delete POF because I need space on my iPhone because I didn't have no storage, right?" So with that being said, I deleted POF. I ain't been on there. So I was bored at work today. I uploaded it. I got the app back on or whatever. And I went through a few people lives that I used to frequent, and they like, "Where you been at, Polka?" Because they call me Polka over there. And so I go into the DMs, and it's the same stuff. Because I have a tagline: "What do the lonely do at Christmas?" So you got some people talking about getting laid. You got some people talking about what you doing lonely. Why you lonely? And I didn't say I was lonely. It just was a tagline. Um, and I don't know. It's just nobody stands out over there in the inboxes. So I don't even check the inboxes. I'm not gonna hold you. I just, like I said, go over there for the live. I don't think women can be players, honestly. Well, that's why I said it's at your own. So he don't think women can be players, so that means that in his mind, women are hoes if they are juggling multiple men. The House of Urban was good. I'm doing good. I hope all is well. That's it. That I'm hitting the wall talk, huh? Speak. What's good, fam? So let me ask y'all a question because I've never dated. So when we talk about dating, right? What do y'all think dating is? Do you think dating is dating multiple people or dating someone exclusively? Because I don't know, what are the levels to it? Like, I've heard serial dating. Like, I ain't never just been like, oh, well, I'm gonna go out with Jim Friday. I'm gonna go out with Billy Saturday, and then I'm gonna give John a try on Sunday. Like is that a thing or what? Like, I'm just asking for a friend because I need to know. Like, I need to know. Is that a thing? Now, and then when you're talking about dating, you're just talking about going out and getting to know a person. Like, going somewhere publicly, whether that be for ice cream, whether it be for dinner, whether it be a walk in the park. We're not talking about where you sleeping with John, Jim, and Billy. We ain't sleeping with all of them. We just dating them or getting to know them. Thomas Raymond says, "Now I don't want to have my energy everywhere." Okay, dating multiple people is perfectly okay, but I don't believe in sleeping with them. Okay, Thomas Raymond said, I'm gonna put my energy into one person to get to know that person. So Thomas is basically saying that he ain't trying to serial date. He ain't trying to have Jill tomorrow, Jackie Friday. He don't want to do all that because on top of that, not only is it taking a lot of his energy, it's also taking a lot of his resources because the woman's expectation at that point is that the man pay for the date. So you got to be Big Bang Hank out here to be dating a plethora of women and taking them all out. Speak on it said, now people are just hooking up and ending up in relationships. Ain't no more dating in 2023. See, I don't want that either. Like, if you can't date me, like, what are we doing? You know how many people have been in my inboxes, and I mean fine as hell, like fine, okay, like got a lot of stuff going on, but ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about, hey, beautiful, like, hey, can I take you out? Are you free this Saturday? Now, okay, one person did. One person did ask to take me out or whatever. We ended up not going out, but he did. That's a whole nother story for another time or whatever. But you know, um, definitely a gentleman. But for the most part, these men are like, "Oh, meet me here, or let's link up, or can I come over, or can you come over?" Like, no, I can't come over your house. No, you can't come over my house. No, I don't want to meet you. Where? For what? Um, Liz B said, until there is commitment, you are allowed to date multiple people, right? That's what I'm trying to get an understanding. Because, like, I've never dated a plethora, or I never had a lineup. When I go in, I go full in. So I just want that one person. Like, I got blinders on because, baby, all I see is you. Like, this is me. Like, I don't see him. Out of all of the stars, you my one and only star. That's me. Like, I just want to make it about me and you. So I've I know my neighbors like, what the hell? So I've never, been into the whole serial dating, having multiple people on the roster that, I ain't been into that. House of Urban said courting is talking to different people. Dating is exclusively talking to one person. But I thought it was the opposite. I thought that dating was getting to know a person, and I thought that courting was courting to, like, be something exclusive, courting for marriage. At least that was my perception of it. Chloe G said it's a thing. Hey, Don people. Mo Love said I talked to someone for months before I even consider hanging out with them in person. That's just where I am at this point. Okay, so she said, let's talk about that. She said she talked to a person for months, even before she considered even going out with that person, right? So, what's the longest that you are to talk to a person? Like, y'all on the phone communicating via call, via text, like, um, what's the longest that you think you should do that for before you take that next step into going on a date? Uh, as long as you ain't smashing, date around. Speak on it says, House of Urban, you my boy, but you using terms that don't exist right now. No, hey, and I'm listen, speak on it is telling the truth. That's what I thought. Courting is exclusive. I thought dating was when you are dating around, you're getting to know different people or different experiences or whatever the case may be. But courting is with the intentions of, I thought, marriage. I have to really feel people out these days. I'm not gonna lie. When I was in the dating market, I had a roster. Look at Irvin. Let me find out you was out here being a macaroni. But look, if you had a roster and you was in the and you were dating, heck, it pays the cost to be the boss because if you had different women on your roster, 9 times out of 10, you were paying for those dates. Am I right or am I wrong? Because I wish a man would tell me, "Hey, you paying for the first date. We ain't got nothing else to talk about." And I'm all for being uh I'm all for reciprocity. How do you say it? Reciprocity for reciprocating. Okay, I cannot say that other word for nothing in the world. Reciprocity. I cannot say that word. Reciprocity. Reciprocity. Right? Reciprocity. That's how you say it. I'm all for reciprocating. Okay. I'm all for taking a man out, but I'm not taking a man out on the first date. I'm not. Let's see. Truth be told, said in today's world, you got to date with a background check. Okay, so with the background check, let's talk about that. We all on YouTube, we all know how easy it is to get information on people, right? Hence how people dox people on YouTube. They find their mug shots, they find, all of these things. And it's so crazy because if you Google me, you're gonna see positive things. You're gonna see me out working in the community. You're gonna see my name tied to a nonprofit. You're gonna see my name tied to things of substance, right? You're not gonna see anything bad because I didn't get in trouble in my life, you know. You might see. I don't know if they show, yeah, you ain't gonna see nothing bad or whatever. But when she say a background check, like, I mean, let's be honest, we could look up people on our own. We could do our own investigating. um, Social media has allowed us this platform to where everybody puts everything out there. And you could be the most secretive person in the world, but your kids might not be. Your significant other might not be. Your mama might not be. Hell, I done been on somebody's page, they dang mama's page and seen pictures of the person. You get what I'm saying? So don't judge me. But all I'm saying is, if you really wanted answers, if you really wanted to look a person up and know what a person is about, all you gotta do is Google them. You put a person's name in Google, you 9 times out of 10 you're gonna see their address. You're gonna see where they used to live at, where the mama live at, where you're gonna see everything. If they got a criminal record, best believe it's gonna be something to pop up saying for 9.99. You can see if this person went to jail and what they went to jail for. Now I ain't gonna do all that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't paying to see no information. Now if it's free, by all means, tell me about this person. But if you gotta pay $2.99, I ain't even paying $1. You get what I'm saying? So if it ain't free, it wasn't for me. I'm just being honest. Don said a year for me before smashing. Blood work must be done. Maybe it's the nurse in me. Okay. Dang. Wait, let me read that again. A year for me before smashing. Blood work must be done. She said before smashing, blood work must be done. Man, now at this point, like, are you guys comfortable with asking a person, like, before you smash? I know back when we was younger, like, nobody was asking, what's your status? When's the last time you've been to the doctor? Do you go see the doctor? But now in our older age, I would hope that men, because most men do not go see the doctor. Men, and I think women are more inclined to go to the doctor, for physicals, checkups, pap smears, mammograms, STD checks, HIV, like all of that. I think we're more inclined to do so versus men. Men they thing have to be burning off. They got to be damn near dying before they go to the doctor. Let's be all honest, okay? Um And so, at our age, I definitely think it's okay to ask a man, hey, when's the last time, or ask a woman, when's the last time you got a checkup? You know, um, even to say, hey, are you comfortable with sharing the results? I think that's totally fine, honestly. Like I said, back in my heyday, I probably would have been too shy or too, like, I ain't gonna ask that. But now, listen, where I work at, and we have programs that assist people in HIV, like people with living with HIV. We have programs that assist that population. And I've been at the front desk at my job, and people have come in, and just based off of looking at them, you would never know. Okay. Like, you'll be like, but the moment they ask for a particular program, you'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because the only way you can qualify is to have a positive status. And so, yeah, yeah. So I definitely think it's okay to ask for a person's test results, and statuses, and when's the last time you went to the doctor, or do you go to the dentist? Like, niggas' teeth got to be rotten and hurting and damn near falling out on its own before they go to the dentist. Like, for real. All right, look, I ain't been reading comments. Hold on. Okay. Urban said, "Speak, dang, I'm showing my age with my outdated words. They not outdated, but the dating pool is just not about that anymore. Like, I think people are just really into it about it's about the physical gratification. And don't get me wrong, I want to be gratified. Like, I want, ooh, this in this flesh lieth no good thing. Okay, the Bible tells us, but." Child, listen. At all recipro- reciprocity. There we go. Chloe said, "Gotta have a roster." Speak on it said, you a roster is good because each woman provides something different that you like, but you start dropping them as you see red flags. Okay, so women can do that too. Then women can have rosters, and the moment men start showing red flags, you check them off. Like, you know what? I don't like that about you. And it's so crazy because, like, let's just even talk about Adrian, right? She catch so much, and by all means, y'all know I ain't look. I know they be trying to say like I'm her biggest supporter, and she know I ain't her biggest supporter. I am a supporter of hers. Like, I rock with her, whatever. Some of the things I don't rock with that she do. But when she's out there dating, she already has this label on her because of her past of being a prostitute or whatever, allegedly. Because I don't know, I wasn't there. I don't know if she really was a prostitute or not. I don't even think I remember hearing her say this, but the narrative is that she was a prostitute. And so now in her older age, she's dating different men. And like I said, this is why I used to I started watching her because I was so intrigued at how she didn't mind pulling out her tripod on a first date with these white men, and she had a roster, but she also, by her having this roster, she had this label, like, oh, she's a hoe, oh, she's a prostitute, oh, she's sleeping with these men. So, for women, it's like such a double standard. Like, men can have a roster, they can have all these women, that they're juggling around and trying to figure out who is the best fit. But then if we as women do it, we're hoes. Like, we ain't gotta sleep with everybody just because we going out with Jim, John, and Jacob. You get what I'm saying? I ain't never did it, but I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it, like, dang, I wonder what it would be like to have, a couple of people that I could call or not call, or a couple of people that I could go out with throughout the month, minus having sex. Um, Urban said, after my divorce, I had a 6 month 304 phase. I was talking solely to have fun, wasn't dating for marriage. And that's another thing. I feel like at our grown age, people need to communicate that. Like people need to be honest and upfront with individuals. Like and not misleading and not leading people on, you know? Like if you are dating to have fun or if you are not you don't have no intentions on anything serious, let that be known in the beginning. You know, I truly believe that communication is key. Because who wants to be led on? Who wants to be played with? That's how niggas go to jail. It ain't free. It ain't for me. I'm telling you, they don't unless something wrong. I'm telling you. House of Urban said yes. At first, I was paying for dates, but I caught on to them chicks trying to get free meals from me, so we started doing Dutch. I've never done Dutch before, but um, I've never done Dutch before because, like I said, I've never just had a period of time where I've just dated with no expectations of being in a relationship with the person. So I don't know what it's like to date. Like I know what it's like to exclusively date a person, but not date different people with no commitment. Because I'm a commitment type person. Like I want let me cater to you, because baby, you know, like I wasn't meant to be out here in these streets. Like I'm too loyal to the soil, you know. So like I don't have the energy to be entertaining all of these different men. Like I don't have that energy at all. I don't see how men do it. I don't see how men have. I don't know if they need validation because I don't know if they feeling like not self efficient or self. I don't know what's going on as to why men need to feel validated to have a plethora of women. But you know, to each their own. The House of Urban said yes. Oh yeah, yeah, I read that. Dutch, Dutch. That's so ghetto for women to do that, Urban. Ghetto, ghetto, ghetto. Now, if I start spending my money on you, no, I like you. You get what I'm saying? Because um, Mo, but in this time, that's what they doing. Even Cheesecake Factory is cheap to these women. Now, the Cheesecake Factory is definitely not cheap because me and my kids go all the time. No, it's not Maestro's. No, it's not Ruth Chris. No, it's not BOA. You know, it's not all of these five-star restaurants that women feel like they need to go to. My thing is, if you can't afford to take yourself on those type of dates, you shouldn't have the expectation of these men to do so. That's just my personal opinion. If you can't afford, you shouldn't have the expectation for them to do it. And that's just my opinion. Uh, Cheapo, I cleaned up on POF. Them women be lying on that app. The men lie too, saying that they are not on there to just smash. Well, I've been on there for the last 7 months probably, and I have not smashed not one person. Now, there's a person I met on there that I would love to smash, but they not local, so you know. Uh, Everyone I talked to, I ended up smashing either same day or within a week. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm telling you, like every, I'm not like everybody else, child. They said, dang, Urban, not clean, not you cleaned up, Liz. I'm just being honest. Thank you for your transparency and honesty, House Urban. We do not listen. The number one rule over here is no judgment. Okay, we ain't judging because we all got to pass. All right. I just told y'all I was a player, but back in my heyday. But Mr. Speak on it said women can't be players, so pretty much he's saying that I was a hoe. All right. So hey, no judgment. Mo, your bro was wildin'.
speak. I need the truth. Don't play with my time. Period. Urban, I see. Cheapo, same here. I only want one. That's for me. Truth be told, said, do you still have open communication with an ex? No. Now, an ex did hit me up the other day, and out of nowhere. And if I told y'all the first message this nigga sent me was, it was so bad that I can't even tell y'all what it said. It was that bad, like it was that bad. So when I clicked on it, I was just like, so that's what you missed. And then they got to talking about all of the other stuff that they missed, and I was like, all of that is physical. That's all you missed. Then they got to talking about all of the other stuff. And then they said that in their mind, I still belong to them. I didn't respond because I don't. So no, I don't have open line of communication. Triple headed goddess, hey, thank you. Exactly, and that's what they doing. Speak on it said first date. I'm taking you for coffee or something. You not about to waste my money. Nobody has ever taken me to get coffee on the first date, but I'm not opposed to it because I'm starting to like coffee now. So if somebody invited me, I would definitely go get an iced latte. I would be open to that. Back in the day, I wouldn't because I didn't drink coffee. We could go get ice cream, but even with ice cream, like it was this guy on POF. He was older too, and he was like, "Oh, I don't even know how we got on the topic of ice cream, but it was just like, oh, let me take you to go get some ice cream." But even that got like perverted. It was like, oh, like I want to lick the ice cream off of your tongue, and I was like, even though that sounds lit as hell, but I don't know you. Like that would be our first time even connecting. Like, why is that your expectation on the first initial meeting? You get what I'm saying? Like, so let's just say that didn't happen. Like, I wasn't even gonna set myself up for that. Um. Oh, y'all can't hear me. Hold on. This still lovers. All right, let's see if y'all can hear me now. Yeah, my phone is tripping. Let's see if you can hear me now. Hold on. Ah, dang, y'all can't hear me. My dang AirPods are dead. You getting loud and going low. I've been done with POF 8 years ago. Wait. What? Red flag, tongue. Why you didn't let him? Because no, I'm not about to be kissing on everybody. Like, no. I don't know where your tongue been at. Let me see if this one will work. Because my phone is retarded. Dang, and we having such a good live, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let my little earphones charge up a little bit. So maybe if I talk. Oh, you want me to speak on it? Speak on it? You want me to speak on it? Look, let me stop. But anyway, so yeah, definitely didn't go out on that. Then there initially when I first got on POF, there was this old guy, and he probably watched me because no, it's still the same child. Hold on. Dang. Let's give my earbuds like a little couple of minutes to like charge, and I'll continue talking. You so fast. Yeah, don't judge me. But no, seriously. And my phone is tripping. It's gonna trip, but give me a little minute. But yeah, so look, it was this old man, right? And so he was like, I can hear, but just a little low. So look, there was this older man when I first got on POF, and he was like, "Oh, let's meet," you know. So I met him, and I guess he thought because he had a Tesla, he was telling me like, "Oh, I own my own business, my own security business," and he showing me his phone and showing me all the security guards on his payroll, right? He showing me his bank accounts. And I guess he thought that his money was gonna move me, right? Like it was gonna make me like jump. And I'm just like, okay. Um, and so, he was like, you know what? I just want to be your sugar daddy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. That sounded very enticing. Okay, it sounded very enticing. It was just that I love me an old man. Like I love old men. Like it's something about older men with the white, you know, it just do something for me. But he wasn't easy on the eyes, right? Like he looked great on pictures. So when I met him, you know, he was just not my type. And he had like a tooth. Like his tooth was like, have you ever seen a person that like have an extra tooth on the side or something? Like the tooth was bothering me. Like I couldn't get past the tooth. And I can talk mess now because my teeth is, they starting to close. So I can talk mess because at first my teeth wouldn't even shut. But look, I'm paying money to make sure that my teeth close. Okay. And so look, so I'm like, oh, I'm still gonna try it. I'm still gonna try it. Like I still want the sugar daddy. Like, but he wanted sugar. He was trying to kiss me. Y'all, he was trying to kiss me with that tooth. He was trying to kiss me with that tooth. And he had threw some gum in his mouth. I knew he was about to try to kiss me. Y'all know when the nigga he tried to hide the gum. Like he was like, he tried to hide the gum because he was like, I'm gonna go in for a kiss. And so he went in for a kiss, and it was like rejected because I couldn't kiss him. Like I couldn't. Ugh. So long story short, that didn't last but for 2 days, child. He was blowing up my phone like he was blowing up my phone. I'm like, when you gonna get some money? Cause like, how does sugar daddy stuff work? Like, I'm silly. Don't pay me no mind. But I'm like, how does this sugar daddy stuff work? Like, do I gotta ask you for some money? Do you just give me some money? Like, do I gotta say what I need? Like, what are we doing? You know? And he told me straight up, like, I told him I was like, I'm celibate. I told him in the conversation, like, I don't have sex. He was like, oh. So what you saying? You saying if we ain't gonna have no sex? I'm like, no. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was like, I don't know, maybe. Like, cause I'm trying to lead it on, like, to see if he gonna give me some money. I'm just being honest. No judgment here, you guys. No judgment. Okay. So yeah, when I just couldn't get past the tooth. I felt like it was a waste of time. I was just like, you know what? He had called me and I didn't answer the phone. He called me and I didn't answer the phone, and he was blowing me up like. oh, you must be with somebody else. And I'm like, I'm laying there in the bed with a headache.
Let me see if this works. Rashad.
It ain't working. But look, all right, forget it. I'm just gonna have to tell y'all without the earphones. So look, so he like, why you not answering the phone? And I'm like, nigga, my head hurt. Like I don't feel like talking on the phone, right? So he sent me a message like, if you got a situation, it's okay. Like I just want to be your sugar daddy, you know. Like I just wanna, be there for you and give you what you need and all this. And I'm just like, this sounds amazing, right? But it's the tooth that was just like the tooth was toothing, like it was toothing. So I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I just cut ties because I couldn't do it. I couldn't get past the tooth. He talks slow as hell. Like it was nothing intriguing about him. Like he did a lot. I don't like men to brag a lot, right? That's braggadocious. I don't like men to brag because I feel like what is all of this for? You know? But yeah, definitely yeah. I just stopped answering his phone calls. So that was my first experience on POF when I first got on there. And when I met him, I put my location on for my best friends. I was like, hey, I'm about to go meet this guy off POF. Like, just, watch my location, make sure I don't get abducted or nothing, you know. And they was laughing at me because, your homegirls, you sending pictures. Like, I sent them a picture of them. They was like, so that was my first and only experience in LA with POF. Okay. I would love to share this other experience I had, which it was just it wasn't even nothing crazy like because on POF, you build relationships with people and not sexually, not romantically. Like I really built like some friendships over there, um, with guys too. Like oh that's my nigga, like that, we cool, like that's my homeboy, or that's bro, you know. Um, but I definitely met someone off of there, and I mean they treated me like yeah, it was pretty lit, and it was just on some friendship. Like we was just cool, like cool. It was fun. Definitely a good time. With no expectations. Um, they didn't press the issue. They didn't press the line. Like and as fine as they were, I didn't press the line. You know, because I didn't want to mess up that friendship. Cause like we was like legit, like really cool, like for real. But let me see. Let me read some of these comments, child. Not jealous already. Yeah, he was jealous already, child. Cheapo fumbled the bag. He just wanted time and companionship. No, he wanted to have sex. Yeah, he wanted to have sex. And I couldn't see myself for no bag. Now, now look, when you say I fumbled the bag, like what kind of bag we talking about? Because if we talking about like 10,000, like let's be honest, like I ain't been fondled with in over 2 years. Like, baby, she's marinating. So yeah, no, it wasn't worth it to me. I ain't gonna hold you, it wasn't worth it. Sweet Rita, yes, the tooth was toothing. Ooh, I hope he ain't watching, child. because he definitely has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Ladies, I need y'all to teach Cheapo how to have a sugar daddy on the roster. Please teach me how to have a sugar. I got one. I got one. If y'all go back, y'all go look at my video. Go look at my video when I went to church the other day for the giveaway. Y'all gonna see him. Baby, listen, this man will put gifts in my car, and we ain't never did nothing. He took me to dinner one time to some expensive restaurant. He would buy me perfume, like the perfume that I like. He would just put gifts in my car just because. He told me like, "Oh, I love your hair straight." He bought me these bomb ass flat irons. This was years ago though, child. But he's still in love with me. Like he's like, if you go look at that video, we had some word exchanges on the video, and he said something about being Santa, and I'm like, well, shoot, what I gotta do? Sit on your lap? Like, all in fun though, all in fun. But yeah, please teach me how to have a sugar daddy. I wanna be where the sugar daddies are. I wanna see them spending their money on what's that word again? Yes. She might need to get an old sugar daddy that don't want no sugar in return. Child, I don't care how old they are, they gonna want some sugar. These old men that got them blue pills and they ready to go. Now it might not be, but only for a couple of minutes, but they still ready to go. Yeah, they're ready to go. And yeah. Yeah. So what about a high fructose daddy? What the hell? A high fructose daddy? Well, what they giving? They giving me their SSI check or what? And, and anybody listening to me, I just want y'all to know I'm playing about. I'm not playing about this because everything I told y'all is factual, true stories. Because I'm that transparent. But when it comes to me talking about, oh, I'm looking for a sugar daddy and all that, I'm pulling y'all leg. Now, if one was to just so happen to come across, because from what I hear, they do got some men out there that they don't want to do nothing. They just want to give you money. Where they at? His disability check. Where are they at? I was watching this documentary and this man said that he was homeless. And he was saying how it was like men that would come pick him up off Skid Row and they didn't want to have sex with him. They just wanted to get him to their house, make sure he was bathed, and that he had a place to sleep for the night. I was like, wow. Or they just wanted to give him money. I'm like, where did you just want to watch me sleep and snore and drool? Where they at? Where are they at? If all you want to do is sit and watch me sleep and drool on the pillow, because I'm a drool a little bit because I sleep with my mouth open or whatever, I might snore depending on how tired I am. But if that's all you want and you gonna be all they need is one blue. That's what I'm saying. Them blue pills gonna bust their heart wide open, child. Listen, and I don't want to be there to see it. I do not want to be there to see the blue pills bust their heart wide open. I just want to get the money and go. Don't judge me. As CMA say, don't judge me, judge yourself. Sour Patch, at least he will die a happy man. He gonna die a happy man, child. Hey Shay. But yeah, this is a very interesting live, you guys. I hope my little boo thing ain't watching because he probably was looking at me like this girl crazy as hell, and he probably don't want to talk to me no more because I'm being that transparent. But I mean, it is what it is. We definitely have lives, and life be life, and though, I am sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I have not went on a date. I'm not dating anyone. Um, there is a person that I definitely would love to see and to be with and to share experiences with. Um, they live completely on another side of the world. So honestly, I know just logically that we would never be able to be together, like in a real factual relationship. Um, but I definitely long to just spend time with this person. You know, um, so yeah. Chipo, I love for you to call in to Kendra G to see you. You know what I mean? I'm typing too bad. Kendra G, is that the person that do the singles? She be interviewing people that's single, right? Girl, I am not calling into that. Look, hell no. First off, some of the people I know on POF went on there. And how I found out was because they had DM'd me the other day, basically asking where I've been at, why I ain't been on POF. And so when I told them or whatever, we got to talking about something, and the interview came up, and they sent me a link to they sent me a link of their interview and a link to this other fine ass man to be on POF. I mean, whoo child, he in Philadelphia, and he an old man, and he is very distinguished as a gentleman. Let's just say that, okay? But he did an interview with Kendra G. If we talking about the same person, and yeah, them people be eating them people up in the comments, child. I don't know. You gotta have some thick skin to go on that show because either you gonna have people for you or they gonna be on there ragging you. Cause I was in the comments looking like, dang, they are going in on this boy. Excuses. Let your sugar daddy fund the trip to go see your potential sneaky link. Hey, listen. Well, look. Let me call the sugar daddy up and be like, hey, I need $500 so for this light bill, so I could go put it on the ticket to go see the sneaky link. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait. Let me go back up. Okay, okay. Here for the T said, are you? I think he said, are you going to start dating next year? Absolutely. Yeah, 2024. I'm going. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start putting myself in places to be found. Because the fact of the matter is, if I'm constantly at home, how do I expect anybody to find me? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna be living. Who wants to die with a hard wrinkle, Peter? Yes, going Kendra G. I love her show. I review some of her con. I've reviewed some of her content before because it's crazy. The chat is not important. Hey, that she was genius for that show because that show is actually pretty lit. Like I was just scrolling through her her playlist, and you have all these men that call in. You got women that call in too, and yeah. I don't want to just be on there babbling because as y'all can see, I could go on a tangent about all kind of stuff. So yeah, and what's the purpose of going on the show? Like, is the purpose of going on the show to find somebody? Like, are you going on there? Because I know that she asks you like what type of person you like, dislike, things of that nature, and telling people about yourself. So the whole intent is for people to watch, and I guess what, reach out to you. Is that what that's for? Like, oh, it's to find love. Okay. Shay said I almost called in. Okay, Cheapo, you should give Melvin, aka Senpai. Yo, what the heck? Wait, who the heck is Truth Be Told? Or did Truth Be Told go look at the video? Because I definitely did say his name on there. Because that is Santa Child. Yes, that's the purpose. It's a dating platform. Okay. So I wonder, has there been any success stories? Like, has she ever talked about, or has anybody ever come on the show and talk about whether or not they found someone based off of coming on there? Some people have gotten married. Oh shoot. Oh, truth be told, says she saw it. So see, I told y'all I was a lion. I got some. I told him, look, I told him off camera though, because I think he had asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I was like, well, I want some Gucci bamboo perfume. And he was like, Gucci bamboo. Are you sure that's the one? I'm like, yeah, that's the one. Now, yeah, I said, yeah, that's the one. Now, I don't want the Gucci bloom because I don't like flower scents. But that Gucci bamboo, yes, that's the one I want. T, do you listen to K104? Here for the T, are you going live tonight? Cause child, the other night y'all was live and I woke up out of my sleep and all I heard, I fell asleep listening to the live. I woke up hearing Jay Prince going in on Mo, and then and then I hear Michelle Thomas talking about you like Mo Love, you hating. I'm like, look, Michelle Thomas is gonna cheerlead for Mo, okay? If ain't nobody else gonna cheerlead for her, Michelle Thomas is gonna do it. You plan to go live? Okay, cool. He is definitely a mess. I did not hear the entirety of the live until the other day when I replayed it. And the stuff that he was saying was like really getting up under my skin because he generalized us black women, like he just over generalized us. Like all of us are not on welfare. All of us are not receiving child support. Like those are the type of women that he's dealing with. He needs to check the women that he's surrounding himself with. Like that. It ain't our fault that this is what you are attracting. You get what I'm saying? Like, why are you attracting these type of women? Because he talked about that was his lived experience. Okay, I value lived experience, because I ain't gonna lie, I want to be a drug counselor and I ain't never had a lick of lived experience in drugs. But I do believe that with book knowledge you can help somebody, right? And but that's a debate within itself because people value lived experience over book knowledge. Um, but yeah, he definitely, you know, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that man. And a part of me be wanting to think like maybe he trolling, but he's really serious. Like his baby mama's done traumatized him, like for real, for real. Michelle crazy tell stuff. She is crazy. JP is a gutter snipe. So that so that's what he attracts. He generalizes everything. Yeah, that's crazy. T, did you hear the segment today about do people cheat because it's in their nature or do people cheat out of choice? That's a good question. What do you say, Urban? Urban, no, I missed that one, but that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. Because I just posted, look, I just posted something Justin LeBoy had posted, and it said how to lose a man. It was like, what was it? Be faithful, be solid. It was like a be loyal. It was like all great attributes. Basically saying that you could be everything to a man. Okay, you could give the nigga your eye, and he'll still take that same eye and look at the next broad. Okay, that's pretty much what that's pretty much what that post was saying. Like you could be everything for a man, and they'll still find a way to mess it up. So I think people cheat for different reasons. I don't necessarily think it's nature for everyone. Yes, and I really truly believe that cheating is a choice. because I think we've all been guilty of being a cheater. Let's be honest, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I cheated on my first baby daddy one time, and that was because he was cheating on me. So I was like, let me show you, baby. To the point where I was driving his car. Look, my side nigga got shot, okay? I got the most stories, okay? Look, my side dude got shot. I drove my baby daddy car to the hospital to go see him get shot after he got shot, right? So then when I left, I went to go pick my baby daddy up, and he was in the car, and I forgot that the parking slip, like the little slip that they give you when you park, it was in the window. So I had to hurry up and like had to grab it real quick and like hurry up and ball it up and like toss it out the window. Whew, I almost got caught. Whew, I almost got caught, child. But that was a choice. Okay, that was my choice. Um, yeah. But that was after me catching him in the bed with another chick. You get what I'm saying? That was after me. Yeah. It was a. I had went through a lot with my first baby daddy child. Yeah, I'm traumatized by men. Yes, that's a whole nother story. But I definitely walked in. Have y'all ever walked in on your significant other in a bed with somebody? Yeah, it was, yeah. I pretty much like, yeah, yes. Like, oh, okay, you want to play? I could play too. Like two could play that game. Yes. Yeah, nobody can make a person cheat. You said no one can make a person cheat. Wow, Urban, that's a good point. Interesting topic though. So it was revenge, basically. Walking in is crazy. Yes, it's very crazy. So naturally, we supposed to cheat to continue to create. Wait, what? So naturally, we supposed to cheat to continue. So naturally, we supposed to cheat to continue to create, but we don't because of what we define as morals. Here for the T said, I would lose it if I walked in. Listen, my son was little, a little baby, like little. And my baby daddy went to a party that night before, and he reassured me, "Oh, baby, and we young. I was like, what, 20 when I had Rashad? And I'm like, oh, but you know how your intuition, like God gave us intuition, and ladies, do not ignore those intuitions, okay? Like, people might be like, oh, you crazy. No, God gave us intuition for a reason, okay? And so my intuition was that something wasn't right because he wasn't answering the phone. He wasn't answering the phone. So I was still living with my mama at the time. And that morning, around 6 o'clock in the morning, I said, Mama, my homegirl need a ride to work. Can you watch Rashad till I get back? And she watched my baby. I got in the car. I drove over to his house. And let me tell you how God works, okay? The back door was unlocked. I didn't know how I was going to get into this house. Like, I ain't even going to hold y'all. I didn't even expect the door to be unlocked. I was just going to knock on the door to get in, right? I turn the doorknob, the door opens. So I kindly go into I go into the house, and his room didn't have a doorknob on it. So I look in the doorknob and I see two faces. So I push the door open and they sleep on an air mattress. Okay? So I'm standing there looking at them. They have no idea that I'm standing here. Now, this is back before I totally surrendered my life to the Lord. Okay? So, in my mind, I said, I'm about to get this knife and start the cutting. This is where my mind took me. Okay? But then I thought about my son. And I said, you know what? Can't do nothing to jeopardize my freedom. I got a baby at home. I gotta handle this a different way. But it's just so easy. It's easy for us to go click click, right? So anyway, they laying there asleep or whatever. I just start screaming like, "Get your That's my little Christmas ornament decorations, child. So I start screaming like, get up, get up, get up, you know? Like I'm like trying to I smack the TV off the off the stand, like they wake up, they like, she not knowing. She don't know what she got going what he got going on. You feel me? So he get up and by this time it's a whole bunch of people in the house, okay? Because the whole family lives there. All right. So he gets up, she get up, and I'm like, da 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 da. I'm like, did you know he had a woo woo woo? She like, no, no. So he started pushing me out the room, because he know he messed up. He pushed me out the room because I'm trying to go after her. Like I'm just trying to go after everybody at this point. Everybody is waking up in the house. Oh dang, I'm sorry. Look, everybody is waking up in the house at this point. On a side note, air mattress sex is awesome. It's like being on a water bed. I can't stand you. But look, so he gets me out the house or whatever, and his cousin, like they all out the house. They all, and he swung at me. I ain't never got swung at before ever in my life. Okay, well by a man, but he swung, and I fell on the ground and I covered my face up because I felt like I could take a body hit, but you can't hit me in my face because like I'm a woman. Like a man shouldn't hit a woman in the face. Like I felt like it would do damage. So when he swung, he missed anyway, and his cousin pushed him back like, "Nigga, you don't hit no woman." Blah blah blah. So he get in my car, drive my car down the street. Why? I don't know. All alone, the girl is in the house trying to get a ride because she don't know what's going on. All she see is me and my baby daddy outside going at it. Okay, and yes, Mo Love. It definitely hurt. Okay, it hurt. It really hurt. But I think looking back in hindsight, what hurts me now is the fact that I went back to it. Like I accepted it. You get what I'm saying? Like I was mad and I allowed him to get me back into that web, of lies. And I mean, when I tell you the web of lies were continual, it was just so hectic. And so I hate that I put myself in those positions because I was like, oh, I love him. Oh, that's my son's dad, and I want to work it out, Um, but yeah, and that wasn't that's so stupid. Like how I find you in the bed in an air mattress with another woman, and then the next couple of days I'm back on the air mattress with you. Like that's ghetto. That's ghetto. So I done been through some things in my life that I'm definitely not proud of, but I think every experience has made me who I am, and it's put me in a position of things that I'm not willing to tolerate, things I'm not willing to go through anymore. It definitely caused me to grow. You get what I'm saying? Some people go through these things and they keep going through them, keep going through them, keep going through them. Damn near 50, still having them same issues. And so I'm just thankful that there was growth. know, I'm thankful to God that I didn't go to jail messing with him because I think I would have went to jail. Like had it not been for the Lord who was on my side, I definitely would have went to jail because, like I said, I found out that he was messing with one of the little girls. She was like a teenager across the street. Come to find out, he had took her virginity. Now, mind you, we like 1920, and that happened. And then he messed with one of my friends. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. He slept with one of my friends, and he was lying about that. And she hit me up like, "Hey, you want to know the truth?" She called me on three way. That's when we back. That's back when we had three way. That was before the screenshots and all that. She kept subliminal messaging me in her away messages. Y'all remember that with sidekicks? She would subliminal message me, and I would be like, I think she talking to me, yo. And she called me and was like, "Look, I'm gonna let you hear this since you don't believe me, cause I when I found out, I tried to go to her house and fight her. She wouldn't come outside, but he was denying it, like she lying. She's like, okay. She called me on three way, and I'm listening to their phone conversation. And he's like, no, don't tell her. You gonna mess up my family. Like he begging and pleading with her not to tell me the truth. All alone, I'm in the car and I'm on the way to his house. Okay, he not knowing that. Okay, see, I'm telling you, I was crazy. So I'm on the way to his house. He comes to the door, and I swear to God, his family, you can ask my son, his family still talk about this till this day. He came to the door, not knowing that I've heard this conversation. He just thought I was coming over. He opens the door, and as he opens the door, I was like, boop, 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 boop. That nigga went, boop, and he flew back in the house. Yeah. Then his auntie came and was like, you gonna go to jail. And then I went and got in the car and got him. You tell me jail, I'm out of here. Cause I was like, I can't go to jail, y'all. Can't go to jail. Let me see. His family was there and everything. Yep. That beta male was wildin'. You live and learn. It's okay. Definitely. As long as you learn, that's key. Happy holidays. T facts. Lesson learned. Yeah, definitely. I never. If listen, Irvin, that's what life is all about. In Texas, he could have gone to jail. Yep, facts. Texas don't play even if it's consensual. Yep. So I am definitely, like I said, thankful that God kept me. He is a keeper. Even when I was foolish and being foolish in life and dealing with, people that I know I shouldn't have been dealing with, you know, he allowed me to go through it and to grow through it. Um, and so I'm grateful, that you can Google me and see a mug shot. Because, baby, it's been plenty of times that I could have definitely had one. But thanks be to God, it was not so. Okay? It wasn't so. Well, I know I have been talking for a very long time, you guys. And I know my audio is sounding terrible because something is wrong with my phone and it only works with my headphones and they're not charging because it's very low. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. It's only 6 o'clock here, so hopefully here for the tea go ahead and go live, so we can have something to do later on and listen to. And yeah, we was all over the place with topics and conversation. I'm just all over the place type of person. Um, and I definitely share my experiences, you know, one to just encourage other people that, we all go through things, we all fall, we all mess up, we all have some things that we are not proud of, but shoot, I'm a better person because of it. You feel me? Like, I'm happy that I didn't go down the roads that were potentially options for me to go down. Based off of the people that I was hanging around, based off of, just the life that I thought I wanted to live, you know. So yeah, thank y'all for coming in, taking in conversation with me. This was definitely cool. Having people to engage with. It's nothing like being on a live and nobody's talking. Like a lot of times I do go live. I don't really have conversations like this because I'm talking to myself. So and that's not fun. It's not fun to talk to yourself. So y'all definitely helped it out and kept the conversation very engaging, and I appreciate it. So